Great pleasure right now to welcome back to the show. He's been with us a few times before. Every time he comes to town, we like to have him on. The great comedian Jackie Mason will be performing at Van Wezel coming up on January 14th. That's this Thursday. And Jackie, good to talk to you again. How have you been?
Well, thank you. It's certainly good to talk to me because I'm not charging anything. You could talk to me for nothing. You just got the first prize of the century.
That's the only time I get to talk to you for free is on the radio, Jackie.
Well, thank you for talking to me because I have to be honest with you. This is a great help because I always appreciate being on. It helps to sell a ticket, and even if it doesn't, it might bring in a customer by accident, or maybe you'll show up, or you'll send over your sister-in-law, whoever shows up. It's always wonderful to be on the air with you.
You were here last year at Van Wezel. You've been to McCurdy's before, but you're doing something a little different this year, Jackie. You're down in Marco Island for a week's gig. That must be kind of fun.
Before I go back to Broadway, because I've been on Broadway now 25 years, and I have to make sure that every show is a brand new show with totally different material. It's because people are always afraid to spend money and find out that they heard a joke they heard before. People don't care if they hear a song they heard before. People will go see the same opera for 200 years. But if you tell somebody a joke they heard before, they feel like you robbed them. They're ready to sue, especially if they're Jewish. A Jew can't wait to sue. I'd be in court. If they hear one joke they heard before, I'd be in court for a month. I'd never get a chance to perform again.
How hard is that, Jackie, to develop the new shows? I mean, it takes a while, doesn't it?
Well, it's very hard work, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. It's a fabulous challenge, but I've been doing it all my life. And I think it's interesting to be fresh and new and different so that you're relevant to what's happening. I like to be as fresh as today's newspaper, so that people know that when they see me, I'm totally unpredictable, and they know that it's going to be meaningful and relevant, and it'll be something about what's really happening and not some stale old story that they heard 30 years ago.
Well, there's a lot going on. I'm sure you've kept up in Washington. Any quick thoughts on the latest going on in the Capitol?
I got fantastic thoughts, but why should I tell it to you for nothing? If they hear it on the radio, who's going to show up?
You're right.
I heard the joke already, why should I show up? And if they don't like the joke, to say, I didn't like it, then I certainly won't show up. So I'm taking chances if I tell you jokes now. But I'll give you a hint. But the hint is that I talk about Barack Obama a lot. You won't hear me talking about Bill Clinton. You won't hear me talking about Bush. And the jokes are all about what's happening now. There's so much comedy about Barack Obama, everything, all the things he says and the things he does. The speeches are fantastic. The accomplishments so far are practically nothing. And how he accomplishes nothing while he's making such great speeches is enough material for a whole night's work. He gave you a great speech about Iran, and the thing is getting worse. He made a speech about North Korea, and it's also getting worse. He made a great speech about the economy, and the economy got worse. So the speeches are fantastic. The people can't get over the speeches, and they forgot that he's supposed to do something.
Well, Jackie, I've been keeping up with you on the YouTube. You've really kind of taken to that format very well. Do you enjoy doing those videos?
Oh, I love doing those YouTube speeches because I don't do any work on it. I just express myself however I feel it, and it does not have to be exacting and hilarious like I have to do with my act. My act is hard work because I make sure every line is a punchline, and I challenge myself to be the funniest guy in the world every time I'm on the stage. When you do a YouTube, I'm just expressing my own emotional disturbances about whatever is going on. For me, it's like group therapy.
How about the radio show, Jackie? You've been doing that a couple of years now. Do you enjoy that format?
I enjoy it. I frankly enjoy anything. I enjoy doing the YouTubes. I enjoy doing the jokes on the stage. The only thing I really can't stand is this business of being in a sitcom or making a movie. I just made another movie called The Last Angry Man. It's a takeoff on that picture, 12 Angry Men. That was the classic movie of 50 years ago with Henry Fonda. So we did a whole comedy takeoff on it. It's a satire version of the same movie. We call it One Angry Man.
Is that coming out? When is that coming out, Jackie? In the summer?
And it's coming out in May.
May, great. I look forward to it. In theater, or is there a television movie?
No, that's a theater movie.
Oh, great.
The general release. I wouldn't waste my time with television movies. I'm too big a sensation for
That's
that.
right.
I didn't spend the whole lifetime becoming a hit to wind up on a television movie.
I missed the variety shows, Jackie. I mean, you were on so many of those back in the day. I kind of miss that format, though, don't you, on television?
Okay, the variety format was like the shows that Ed Sullivan had, and Carol Burnett, and Dean Martin, and all those shows were fantastic shows. They gave everybody a chance to do a whole spot of comedy and dance and song, and every kind of an act was on it. But today's shows on, I think, are nothing but meaningless conversation. A girl sits down who's a little slow mentally just because she has a low-cut dress and she has a straight nose. All of a sudden, it's supposed to be entertainment. She talks about nothing for 10 minutes, and the guy keeps staring at her boobs and say, no kidding, for 10 minutes, and you're supposed to think it's a hit.
I agree. Well, Jackie, we look forward to seeing you this week. It's the 14th, January 14th, Thursday night here in Sarasota at the Van Wezel. And if you want to make the drive down, you can see Jackie at Marco Island. That's through the 12th. Is that right, Jackie?
That's right, my friend.
And we look forward to talking to you again when the movie comes out. And thanks for being with us again.
Well, God bless you. Thank you for the plugs, and I appreciate being on it. Anytime you need anything, I'm sure you got better friends than me. They'll be glad to help you out.
Thank you, Jackie. We'll talk to you soon.
God bless you. Thank you very much.